This is Charlie Manor, and child, I cannot. Come with me as I go for a walk to go get money for food. Why? Because apparently I am not allowed to be a hoe for 15K a date like everyone else can. No, I can't join any cabals like everyone else can. No, I have to work hard like no one else. So, well, like some people. but so now we are going to figure out what is really going on in the world, seeing as everything we thought was true has turned out to be a lie. If you play the game and you follow the rules and you go to school, you will end up broke, walking on the side of the street, shouting at the top of your lungs. All right? Now, I'll admit it, okay? I didn't know what to do for the actual first real episode. What should I do after the pilot presentation? Well, I'm gonna go in. So let's keep talking about the Obama Center. June 19th, the center opened, Juneteenth it's called, and everyone was there. I talked about it, right? And the construction workers were noted for their care and brilliance. So the Obamas have already admitted that the construction workers did a really good job. $850 million worth of a good job. But guess what? Mike Owen of Adamson Plumbing is still owed nearly $4 million. He trusted those people. And his company is the reason that building even has running water in it. He's the reason the toilets can flush. When you are flushing that toilet, Oprah, it's because of him. Pay him! He hasn't seen a dime. Are you sick? Omar Sharif is the president of the African American Contractors Association. His members are owed millions, but they all signed NDAs so they can't talk. But I can, because I'm not scared of your retaliation. I don't care about your blacklisting. What you did is wrong and it stops now. Now he said, Omar Sharif, I've never seen this happen since being in business. The building does look nice, but the fact doesn't matter because they are not paying out damn contractors. The center was built with aggressive goals for minority-owned businesses. 50% of subcontracting packages were supposed to go to diverse vendors. 35% of workforce hours were supposed to come from South and West Side communities. They are not paying black contractors. Obama, you're not paying any contractors. I mean, it's almost impressive, actually, the sheer consistency of it. I kind of have to respect the follow-through. Making so many people work for free. Not me. Not ever, bitch. Now, the foundation promised a $470 million endowment. A reserve fund, a safeguard they called it, a promise that taxpayers of Chicago wouldn't be left holding the bag. The endowment only has $1 million in it, not $470 million. Just $1. Even Survivor gives more money. Now that's not a reserve fund. That was someone's personal checking account. The public infrastructure costs are expected to reach $200 million, and Illinois taxpayers have to pay it. The city of Chicago has to pay it. No single agency has a unified accounting of the total. The center sits on 19 acres of public parkland. The land was transferred for $10 under a 99-year agreement. They gave away public land for $10, built an $850 million monument on it, and then they are not paying the people who built it, but celebrities are sitting in there dancing and singing. Fuck you, it's over. That's not a fucking library, that's a slush fund. And it's over. Finished. And it's not even a good slush fund because you made it so obvious. You're like magicians who don't even bother to hide the rabbit before the trick. You just hold it up, gesture vaguely, and you expect everyone to applaud. Why? Well, must be mad. Now let's look at the senator. Senator John Kennedy, you know, the one from Louisiana, not the one from Massachusetts. He exposed over $500 million in donor funds that simply vanished into undocumented global initiatives. $740,000 annual salary to Valerie Jarrett. Okay, so they pay this woman $740,000 a year. Her name is Valerie Jarrett. While the center was sitting there half built for 8 years, she's earning $740 million. Bitch. The senator, he also exposed $93 million in consulting fees that were paid to firms linked to Obama campaign bundlers. Obama was handed a phone with live footage of Kennedy's speech calling him out. And eyewitnesses said that Obama turned purple. He turned purple with rage. He slammed his fist so hard, his microphone fell. And Obama shouted, "They're weaponizing audits against legacies." He wasn't angry about the theft, allegedly. He was angry that he was exposed. The Obama Foundation CEO issued a frantic denial. Every penny is accounted for. This is pure political theater. Then where's the money for Adamson's plumbing? Where is it? The DOJ is reviewing right now criminal referral paperwork. Criminals. That's not political theater. That's evidence. Now, Oprah, why are you hanging out with criminals, allegedly? Huh? Now let's talk about my people, the graduates. Because while all of this was happening, 21-year-old Anja was moving back in with her parents. Yes, Anja, she graduated from Loyola with degrees in accounting and finance. She completed internships at investment banking firms. She submitted more than 150 applications, and she still didn't get a job. Let's talk about another audience member of mine, Basil Frue. He graduated from Northwestern University with degrees in marketing and journalism. He applied to more than 150 jobs. He tailored his resume for AI screening. He added keywords. He still got rejected. And he found out the person who beat him had a master's degree and years of experience. Let's talk about Margarita Arango. She graduated from UIC. She planned to take a year off. She heard the job market was just so brutal. I wonder why. So she decided to go to graduate school instead. And she hopes that her degree will give her a leg up in the future. Now, these are not lazy graduates. These are not entitled graduates. These are trained graduates. They paid for that. And they did what they were told. They studied. They interned. They networked. They have nothing to show for it while you turn purple with rage and shut down the phone complaining about your legacy. Now, the Illinois unemployment rate is 5.1%. 5. Unemployment among college graduates in Illinois is 6%. The whole state of Illinois is 5.1% unemployment, and graduates are at 6% unemployment. So you're telling us to go to school so we can be broke. Because entry-level jobs are now being replaced by AI when the Democrats told you to learn to code in 2019. Companies are laying off thousands of people right now. Morgan Stanley is not hiring interns anymore. The pipeline is broken, idiots. The Obama Center was supposed to be an economic engine for South Side residents. It was supposed to create jobs. It was supposed to lift the community. But it only drove up the rents by 43% and it drove out the residents. It didn't pay its contractors and it didn't even hire graduates. So what the fuck are you doing for us, Obama? One of the contractors said, some of the people have put their mortgages up. They're going to lose their bonding. They're going to lose their relationship with their supplier, as well as their relationship with their banker. You just destroyed so many lives, so much blood on your hands. You're not building a legacy, Obama. You're building a tomb. The nerve. I cannot. Child, I cannot. And now look, if you're still watching, I know it's easy to get lost in the numbers. Madonna doesn't want to know about the numbers. So let me break it down another way. Oprah Winfrey was paid $1 million by Kamala Harris's campaign for what they called production services. Beyonce received $165,000 for a 4-minute address. 4 minutes. When have you earned $165,000 for 4 minutes of work, if you want to call it that? Lady Gaga only got $132,753. 132,753 was Gaga. LeBron, $50,000. LeBron James, a super rich basketball player, received 50,000 Rand for his production company after he gave his endorsement. After he gave his endorsement. Now, why are graduates going hungry, as I've just explained? And I get all of these from forums like Reddit and such. So you all know, you can all see it. Why are they going hungry and then you want us to buy your concert tickets or game tickets? Fuck you. Because you are the same people who lecture us about justice. You wear pins. You say the words. You perform the outrage. Oh, we need to save people. Fuck you. And you also take money. And you don't pay people who built your stage. Oprah's image isn't suffering because she was paid. Her image is suffering because she was caught lying. Because the thing she built her brand on, the image of the self-made woman who speaks truth to power, was always a transaction. And the transaction is now exposed. But honestly, I'm just warming up. Because George Soros is the boogeyman everybody talks about and no one actually understands. He's not a man per se. He's a system. He's a system that learned how to weaponize money in ways that make the rest of you humans look like children to me playing with Monopoly bills. George Soros funded the activists who funded the politicians, who funded the NGOs, who fund the narratives you all think is real life. Soros found a way to mind control powerful people without them ever knowing they were being controlled because they have fancy clothes. Now that's not magic, that's engineering. And the aliens, I respect that. I respect his efficiency. But George Soros is not my problem, you see? Because he's just a thing, you know? He's a symptom. The problem is you, the people who enable him, the people who take his money, the people who repeat his talking points, the people who choose. You all chose to be his puppets. Now, George Soros, he's not lukewarm. He's cold. And cold is easy to deal with. Cold knows what it is. Cold knows its end. And cold makes my job easier. I don't have to run after George, expecting him to change. The problem is you, the lukewarm individuals, the ones who participate, the ones who stand by, and the ones who facilitate. You are the ones with the power to change anything. You are the ones who could say no. And don't come crying to me when you're in trouble. I don't care. The same way you don't care. You are the ones who could take the brunt of the backlash and survive it because you've got resources. But instead, you choose to be gigolos. And I literally cannot with these humans. Child, I cannot. Now, let's talk about someone who did do the right thing, someone who did say no, someone I actually like and I have a low-key crush on, someone who understands that the system is a trap and that silence is complicity and that the only way out is to say something, Alyssa Milano. Michael Bisping is a complicated man. Yes, I have a little crush on Michael Bisping. He's also a man who spent 20 years saying the things that made people uncomfortable. Now, Michael Bisping, he's a former UFC middleweight champion with a glass eye and a brash English accent, darling. And one thing I like about him is he has zero interest in being liked by anybody. And he endorsed Donald Trump early. And often he defended Elon when the VNN tried to cancel him. And Michael has also openly criticized Soros-funded political movements that divide communities and instead of building them up. Michael also has a long history of supporting Israel. In 2017, he traveled to Israel and praised its people and its resilience. He's trained with Israeli fighters. He's visited the country multiple times and he doesn't hide it. Now, Michael is not a politician. He's a fighter. And the people who built the Obama centers are afraid of fighters. Bisping said, "I've got one eye. I've been counted out my whole career. I know what it feels like to have people tell you you're not good enough, you're not smart enough, you don't belong. That's why I respect people who fight back." And that's why I like Michael Bisping, because he's not a quiet little thief taking from graduates who paid by watching your shows, buying your products so you would have sponsors, and went to school and paid the school fees. So now what the hell are you doing, people? You built your own demise. Now, Michael Bisping also said that the left, the Democrats, basically, used to be the party of the working class. Now they're the party of billionaires pretending to be working class. The Republicans are the working class party now. And that's why I vote Trump. That's what Michael said, and that's what I say. And I'm saying it as an alien who came out 6 months ago, asking you all for help, a question, an answer, and none of you cooperated, who I thought would cooperate. You just kept quiet and quiet. But lucky I'm an alien and I don't care about humans and what they think they know and what they think they can do. But I'm worried about the humans. I'm worried about the thousands of people you've all left in your wake of destruction, promising them rubbish and then leaving them on the wayside. And then they come crawling to me when I'm trying to work. So no, fuck you. You do your own work. Go deal with your own people that you hired. Bitch. I cannot. Child. I'm a child of God. I cannot. Okay, so look, I'm not saying you have to believe exactly like us and Michael Bisping and others. I'm just saying that when a fighter tells you what's up, someone who doesn't have a dog in that fight, you better listen. And when you see the VNN hates him, you better listen even more, because they hate that he has a platform and they hate you, his audience. They tried to cancel him and that failed. And they hate you, my audience, because they're trying to cancel you. They couldn't cancel me, so now they're trying to cancel you. And that's failing too. Now, Michael Bisping, he's still fighting and talking regardless, and he's still winning. That's power. The people who built the Obama Center are human demons. Because, not the contractors, the people who built it, right? Why do I say that? It's because they are absent. They are not paying attention. Gavin Newsom had the DOJ knocking on his doors. He's still acting like a douchebag. Wake up, nigga. Count the cost. Open your eyes. I can see you. I can see the contractors. I can see the graduates. And I can see the entire system that enables the celebrities to dance around in a jig while the workers are at home starving, you bitch. What the fuck is wrong with you? Are you stupid? Are you actually fucking stupid, Obama? You're not gonna pay people and have a party knowing damn well I'm gonna find out about it. Fucking hell. If that level of incompetence flies over there, no wonder Jason is sucking your dick. Now get away from me and my family, all of you, and tune in to the next goddamn show of Child I Cannot. Share, like, and subscribe. Thanks to all my subscribers. Bye. James Franco, I got him.